that is the official beginning of Act 2, that scene there. In the time since it transitioned between Act 1 and Act 2, I've actually started a whole new session. About a week or two has gone by since I last recorded, so welcome back to Dragon Age 2. Anyways, Viscount's pissed, if I remember correctly. But it is the start of a brand new act. Act 2 is the longest of the 3 acts, as I've said many times. As such, our journal is swelling with new things. Demands of the Qun and Black Power courtesy will be the 2 main things, because this act revolves a lot more around the Qunari and their presence in the city. And we have to talk with all of our companions. Plans for the future. It's Varric, Anders is Anders, obviously. Calling on the captain is Aveline, Fenris, Isabella, Repentance, Sebastian. That's right, Sebastian. We don't have a Merrill conversation yet, though, for some reason. Oh yeah, DLC items, which we were not going to do until Act 3. So we'll do it as it comes, since we're already, No, this isn't actually where I want it to be, is it? No, I can't open that chest anyway. Not yet. I'll bring a rogue back later, maybe. See if I can open it. But since we're already in the Viscount's cube, we'll talk to Aveline first, get her back on the... Oh, there's Seamus, Viscount's son.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy?
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawk. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari. And I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
The Arashok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so... compelling. Another time. When things are better.
Seamus, you're an open-minded boy, but sometimes you let your head get well, you let your head... You don't use it, basically. So Aveline is captain of the guard now, obviously. She has been promoted in the time since Act 2 passed, and as such she has a new suit of armor. Death of a Templar. Wesley. Aveline.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the captain of the guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just say the word.
Alright, so we got Aveline. It's always good. Sorry, had to shift something real quick. Anyway, okay, that's Aveline, so she's there if we need her. We're not going to do any immediate combat, so we don't need any followers quite yet. We're just going to go from high town to low town. We're just going to descend.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
We can't all be short and bearded like your people, Bowden.
Indeed. It's quite a shame, really. I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandel's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bowden.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
Yes, so that's how you get your 50 sovereign reimbursement right there, the last bit of stuff. The idea is that you took the rest of it and bought a mansion in Hightown, and then this is sort of the remnants, which basically restacks your purse. So actually, what have we got in terms of finance at the moment? 110, wow. We're doing pretty good. We're doing good. So that's the mansion right there.
There's been so much trouble in Kirkwall of late.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Where the hell's the Chantry? Yeah, I'll go to the mansion, but obviously, first I'm gonna... Before I run in, that'll be the last place I go, actually. Because I want to talk to everyone first and get everything organized, and then... Because the mansion initiates the next series of quests, and I'd rather hold off for the moment. Anything good on the Chantry board? Elves at large. Villainy was committed last night. Elven blood mages assaulted the wing of the gallows to break out of their brethren. Templars repelled the assault and prevented blood mages from liberating Fenris, but now it's feared that the culprits have escaped the city. A good bounty is offered for time. Oops. Sketchy on the details. Unwanted competition helps no one. A bunch of foreign assassins are roaming the streets looking for some fool mage. Can these people kill me without contracts? It's chaos. Get rid of the fools before you bring the guard down on us all. Sure. I'll take them. Sketchy on the details, and what was the other one? Elves at large, alright. This is the Chantry.
So, donations to the...
Forgive me, Your Grace.
It's not enough to ask forgiveness for a sin you committed in full knowledge. The Maker blessed us with minds and a conscience. He does not approve when we fail to use them.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you wronged.
I thought it would end here. That young lady, Hawke, she decimated Flint Company. No survivors. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawke? We were just talking about you.
Saying good things, I hope.
Many people in Kirkwall have good things to say about you.
I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
I think I've met Lord Harriman.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johane Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
And voila, new follower. Oh, he joins automatically, does he? Oh, I guess he does. Alright, I'll have to go and get him some decent rogue equipment, like a bow. But Sebastian is an archer, obviously, if you couldn't tell by the big bow and quiver on his back. And Sebastian has his own royalty tree, obviously. Sebastian's faith allows him to endure the hardships that would break another man. He knows these are just trials sent out by the Maker. Or, his family murdered Sebastian as the last living descendant willing to star him, and he is determined not to let the situation go any worse. Yes, the story with Sebastian is you either gain his friendship by convincing him to stay more with the Chantry and conquer the darkness of his past and get over the idea that his entire family was butchered like cattle, or you take him more into rivalry where you encourage him to seek revenge and reclaim his lost heritage. Give him Righteous Chain, Guardian Angel. And Holy Precision for the moment. And Disciples Discipline. Seems like a bit of a redundancy, but whatever. Bursting Shot, Hail of Arrows. That requires points into Archery 5, okay. Alright. Rapid Pinning Shot. Shattering Arrow. Storm of Arrows, that's what I like to see. Very nice. And he starts off neutral. He likes piety, he likes generosity, charity. Like pierces. I did not mean to move that to the junk. No. No. Give it back. Give it back, you bastard. Give him a better bow until I go back to the home and get him a decent one. What the hell was I trying to do? I was trying to give him that. And he's got a ring as well, doesn't he? No, he's got a belt. There you go. And we have to keep an eye out for armor upgrades for him now. So he's with us.
I'm
That's
desperately trying to stay away.
It's all alright. Oh cool, we get our map back now. Alright. But yeah, I do like Sebastian though. He's a cool character. Very well acted, well done. Very well done. What do we got out here? That was a large, alright. I gotta keep an eye on who I take with me to where, because I want to gain the friendship of some and the rivalry of others. It'll be tricky. Like Powder Courtesy. We've got to talk to Fenris. Fenris! I'm gonna bother you some more. What level am I, by the way? I'm level 12, alright.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
"3 years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings, the lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Denarius bestowed upon me, his little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
We can talk about this, Fenris.
Maybe another time. But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
What if I told you that my audio software suddenly crashed on me, like it has every other time I've started a session? Anyway, I just had to restart. Basically, I went through the same conversation with Fenris again, but I chose it, the last option I chose was, you're my friend, instead of, you can talk to me. I was worried I was being too sympathetic, but of course I ended up getting 5 more friendship points. And consequentially, when you get people's ideologies past a certain point, you get a quest called Questioning Beliefs. It happens, I think, 3 times in the entire game, or twice, maybe? I don't know. Questioning Beliefs. Speak to Fenris at his Hightown home. Once you pass a certain point, this is when their personal quests start to unlock, and it's also when you start to lock them into a specific sense of thinking. I didn't realize I'd gotten this far with Fenris already. Apparently he's an alcoholic.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Femundis. Care to hear the story?
I thought you avoided talking about this.
Not on special occasions.
I'd like that.
Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Whether you wanted to go or not, I assume.
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them. So I did. I killed them all.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
Didn't Daenerys stop you?
The rebels had wounded him. The soldiers he brought attempted to capture me, unsuccessfully. It was weeks before Daenerys was able to mount the hunt in earnest, but by then, I was already gone.
I don't see why you didn't kill him right there.
I wasn't running from him. Not at first. I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. Perhaps this is what it means to have a friend.
Perhaps you're right.
To you, Hawk. May I fight at your side for years to come.
There you go. I'm pretty sure we've locked him into a friendship sequence now. If we've already gotten that at the start of Act 2, then we're doing reasonably well. Let's find out. Everyone else is in shadow. Oh no, we can pick everyone right away. I didn't realize we could do that. I thought we had to go and find them individually before they come along. Well, I'll take Fenris for now, just to check him out, see where his status is. Bethany's got Grey Warden attire on right now, as you can see, and conveniently inaccessible because she's with the Wardens now. We can't use her for a while. Right. We'll take Meryl. Why not? What I really just need to do is level everyone and get everyone back up to scratch. Yeah, see, he's locked into the halfway point on the friendship meter. He can't go back now. Which is good. This is what we like to see. Yeah, see, he's locked into it now. Kindred spirits. Spirit pulse is good. So is deflect. And last but certainly not least, we will give you scythe. Good. Meryl. The little blood mage who never learns from her mistakes. What to do with you indeed. We haven't made a lot of progress with her yet, but that's alright. We will. Spell magic. And, let's see. Death Vortex. Good. And I need to give you the staff that I took from Bethany. So the edge staff you have is no good. Give you Malcolm's honor. Need to get Sebastian some better equipment as well. I'm not gonna muck around with the party for the moment. We're gonna get everyone up to scratch. Darktown, Anders. Hello, Anders.
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
She gets around.
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
We haven't talked much recently. How have you been?
Good. I just love what Knight Commander Meredith's done with the place. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Is that making it harder for you? With justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirk will have to choose a side.
Indeed. Indeed. But not for a while yet. Not for a while yet. Some of you have been postulating about my position on the whole Mage-Templar issue, and it is not quite so clear-cut as you may think.
Down with its waste. Fitting.
And of course, having come all the way to Darktown, I now have to go through the entire region just to get to another fast travel point so I can go to the Hangman and get Varric and Isabella back. Off we go.
I was in the Chantry the other night.
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes. That turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
Do I get a kiss from the feisty temptress when I present her with the hard-won prize?
If you want. I'll even let you choose where I plant it.
Plus 25, right there. 25. All you have to do is one sarcasm and one flirt, and boom, a quarter of luck to 100 right there. I'll show you. By Sebastian. But regardless of if you're gonna romance Isabella or not, I don't know if I am yet or not, but this is... That locks you in perfectly right there. That's like the perfect opportunity, and she's the perfect character to try that with. She likes dry wit, by the way. Isabella's got your back. Experienced hand, and all hands on deck. Swashbuckler. Let's see. Yeah, lacerate. Cool. She's doing good. Alright, where's Varric? Oh, she's got a questioning beliefs thing set, because we've locked her in at halfway.
Those Kunari are still waiting for
Slam your fingers in the door.
Ooh. Didn't like that.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
After everything that happened with Bethany, that's probably good thinking. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawk. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
No.
Plus 10 to Varric.
Head on an old beam.
Is there a point to this line of
Oh
questioning?
god.
Just wondering why you're so cross.
Because you won't shut up.
Perhaps it's the inane prodding.
Exactly. Alright, Isabella's questioning beliefs.
Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten. This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
And you'll wake up and find someone stolen your trousers.
That's when you know it's a party. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
That's mildly insulting, you know.
You know what I mean. You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
Maybe you would have been shipwrecked sooner. I'm a terrible sailor.
Are you? I suppose I'll have to keel haul you till you shape up.
Not a pleasant experience being keel-hauled. Where they literally take a rope, tie it to you, well, like tie you by the rope obviously, and they drag you under the ship. From one end to the other. Not pleasant. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what that did for the meter. Just out of curiosity. She's almost at 100, just like that. That's all it took. Next to nothing. Usually I'm screwing up all the conversation options and half of them are pissed at me when I'm trying to make friends with them. Alright, first things first. Meryl, get the fuck out of my party because you never shut up. I have to ramble incessantly, but you can't. Actually, that made absolutely no difference because I'm about to lose all the party anyway because I'm going to go to the Hightown Manor.
Tea.
Anything decent? Or am I wasting my time? I'm wasting my time. Armory, anything decent? Reinforced bracers for Sebastian. He doesn't have his store here right now. It's the annoying Norwegian. No, that's a redundancy. Annoying or Legion, there's a redundancy. Oh look, a backpack. And 3 squad upgrades. Isabella, Marilyn, Fenris.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I'm just wondering how your master didn't kill you.